The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Karl Smith from the UK Hypnosis Academy, and I hope you're well, hope you're fine. Tonight, we had another Mr. Barker. Last night, we had a Mr. Barker, and now we've got Mr. Richard Barker tonight. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just plodding along, trying to keep in as much trouble. Me and Richard were behind the scenes, and then I lost track of the time. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking about business fundamentals with Richard, and also we're going to be talking about follow-up Spark, and we're going to be talking about a course that Richard will be running in England, because she's over in Florida at this present moment in time. Well, I believe you're in Florida. Oh, you must be. Yeah, you're at home. So yeah,
Florida,
yeah. He's unfortunately he had a disability in the army. He was in the infantry. Obviously didn't spend a lot of time at school, did you, my friend? So that's what that is. The regalia is in the background, not like us Royal Artillery, you know. Anyway, but the thing is, we're going to be talking about business tonight. We're going to be talking about follow-up Spark, and we're going to be talking about an opportunity to meet Richard in England in January, when we're proposing to bring him over and hold an event in Birmingham, to which you will get full hands-on with it, and we'll be able to discuss with Richard about how he's been able to accelerate his career. And to be brutally honest, I think when I first met Richard, which was 10 years ago. No, it's 9 years. It's 10 years ago. It's taken me 10 years next year. I think I was still wet behind the ears. I was a good hypnotist, but one of the things that I didn't realise was the business, because I was still in the police at the time. So I didn't realise the business and the marketing side of it. But then I think when I noted that after being at Hypno Thoughts Live and watching things going on, I think you start to realise that marketing and business are vital to everything that you can do. And there's that. But for those people who don't know, me and Richard do have a very, very similar background. Different parents, of course, but on the same token, both ex-army, British Army. Then we both joined the police, and then we both became hypnotists, which is quite random, really, isn't it? So I've actually followed the same career path. So hence the jovial joke about the infantry. Anyway, but I hope you're all well. Hope you're fine. But let me just do the shout outs, Richard, and then what we do is we bring you in. We shout this crew in. James is first out of the blocks tonight over in Bulgaria. Hope you're well. Max, not too far, over in sunny California. Max, I've just got your message a little while ago. John Carey, hope you're well. Willow, hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Jose, hope you're well. James Vanston, hope you're well. Chris Price, hope you're well. Where are you? Jackie Peel, am I the only non-hypnotist? Yes. No, there's loads of people that watch this channel, and you can use any of the information you're going to glean tonight in any business you've got. It's not about hypnosis, funny enough. It's about business just in general. So if you wanted to come meet Richard, and if you've got a business, not being rude, if either you're a bricklayer, a hairdresser, or whatever we're talking about today and on the course would be pertinent to everything that you're doing. Jackie Peel, yeah, so hello and welcome to the channel. Eric Wance, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Cynthia, hope you're well, sweetheart. James, David McHugh, good morning. Collect McHugh, welcome. Lou, I'm drawing on the desk again. Lou works in the office now. Where are we? Sheila, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Elizabeth, hope you're well over in Tirana. Jules, hope you're well. Powell, hope you're well. Number one bitch. Oh, anyway. In Sweden, hope you're well. Yanko, hope you're well. Corey, hope you're well. Carl, hope you're well. Grant, hey, Mr. Sanders, hope you're well. Oh, well, hope you're well up north, son. Grant Saunders is on. You know Grant, don't you, Richard?
I do. I've never met, though, not in person.
All right. He drinks your beer, mate. He's one of those people. He drinks your beer and just toddles off, you know.
Oh, no.
La Maggie, he's a minesweeper. La Maggie, hope you're well. And I think I've got everyone there. Corey, I think I've just mentioned you there. So, Richard, let me just do that. So, Maxine, hope you're well. Elizabeth, hope you're well. Guys, so Richard, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, even though I've just done an intro, and talk about the importance of what we're talking about tonight?
Yeah, I think what we're going to sort of cover tonight really is just going to be talking about, ways to attract your ideal customer, whoever that is for you, whatever that means for you. Could be online, could be in person, could be stage, could be clinical, could be something completely different. How to set your focus and your shift on what it is that you want. So if you have an ideal customer, how do you focus your intent on getting them? And then what tools and resources can you use that's more efficient than some of the other ways of doing things to actually attract them into your business? And then honestly, I read a lot about how to automate your business so that you don't have to keep working it day in, day out. I think a lot of people get buried inside of their business so much so it just becomes overwhelming. So just to demystify and simplify some of the systems and approaches to business, your business, that you can use. I can show you my dashboard so you can see some of the things I'm doing, but really just to chat to see where you're at, what some of your struggles are in getting the customers into your business, how you follow up with them, and what some of the roadblocks are for you wherever you are in the world. And then just quickly talk about a unique opportunity in January with Karl, where I take you step by step. A lot of people literally just need the handheld and need to be shown once or twice the way to do things so that they don't have to keep outsourcing to other people and just get buried in spending more time like communicating with outsourcers rather than being able to do it yourself. I personally find it easier to do it myself. I know a lot of people are fans of outsourcing. I am not. I've had some bad experience with outsourcing. It takes too long. But like when it comes to things like just getting a YouTube thumbnail done, I'll outsource that. If it's something basic like a graphic, I'll outsource that. What I won't outsource is the running of my business, the day-to-day operation. I think a lot of people want to know what it actually means to run a successful hypnosis business day to day. And that's what we can talk about today or tonight.
Guys and girls, just a quick one. A couple of people have mentioned, yes, my video is low. It's due to a UFO last night hanging over here. No. For those who know, my office, by the way, that I just mentioning, is that I don't have Wi-Fi through the ground. I have the satellite version. And tonight we're having a lovely thunderstorm. So you may lose me, at which point Richard will continue and carry on with Morris dancing during the night in eventuality I disappear, but I'll come straight back. But yeah, Richard, you're absolutely right. I actually filmed a video earlier. Max, who's on here from sunny California, I always have to put that in there, sunny California.
Yeah, there you go. Next.
He was posing a question about getting a marketing manager in. And I used to have a person that did marketing managing, but now I get people in that do specific taskings for me rather than having a person do it. And I don't know if you saw that video, Max. I don't know if it uploaded yet, but the long story short is that I tend to get a person who is a specialist in the field and then just outsource that project to them. And like Richard just mentioned then, if I have got a YouTube video and stuff like that, I've got somebody who does my YouTube channel for me. I mean, I do the videos, but he'll go in there and he'll tweak SEO, do all the bits and bobs that I need to. I haven't got time to fuff around with, you know what I mean? So, getting people to do small minor tasks, brilliant. Getting people to do your internal stuff, no. And that's the way it is. I run my own business, same as Richard does. Thankfully, I've got Lou now that's just turned up. Lou, who works in the company with us as well, who that's a godsend as well, having people who understand your business and work in your business to take off some of the taskings so you can. Well, the way that I was always explained to me is you've got $10 taskings, $100 taskings, and $1,000 taskings. I don't need to be doing the $10 taskings. No disrespect to Lou, but I don't need it to be doing the $10 taskings, and Lou doesn't need to be doing the $10 taskings. We hand them ones off. The $100 taskings where Lou sits in, and the $1,000 taskings are where I sit in. So you've got to look at it like that. Is my time being utilized well on 1,110? My job is to look at the $1,000 tasks. Lou's job is to look after the $100 tasks, and the $10 tasks we fob them off and give them to somebody else.
I think if you think of this as well, Karl, is and I'm of the same mindset. So whenever I see a client one-on-one, like in person, it's $600. right? But let's just say I'm seeing that person one-on-one in the office, $600 for anxiety. During that time, I have 90-minute sessions. The 30 minutes at the front is a consult so that I can find out what their issue is. And then, of course, the 1 hour is dealing with their issue. I don't use scripts. I don't use anything like that. I literally work based upon what they're telling me and sort of how the process is flowing. But in that time frame, I can have 10 leads or 10 calls or 10 emails that I am not physically answering without a virtual assistant. So for me, during the day, especially like critical times, it's important for me to either have a virtual assistant, because the thing is, if I'm in that 90-minute session for $600, I don't want my entire world to stop and like not be able to book any more clients the following day or the following week. So the way people are right now, a lot of people, 80% of all my traffic is coming in on somebody's mobile phone. They're all searching on their phones. They're not walking around with laptops. They're walking around with cell phones. And they're doing a search for hypnotist near me, or hypnotist for anxiety, or hypnotist for weight loss, or whatever it might be, or hypnotist for a stage show, comedy show, whatever it is. And if they don't get a quick answer, within a couple of minutes or immediately, they are just going to go down the list. So as they're searching on Google, if I sit at the top of Google Maps, they're literally just going to go down the list. Hypnotist near me. Oh, there's Richard Barker. Oh, there's Eric Cand. Oh, there's Daniela, whatever her name is. Oh, there's Joanne. And they're just going to go down that list on Google Maps. And whoever answers the phone first can typically get the gig or get the appointment or booking, unless you've got really good PR, really good marketing, and a really good online presence. They're just going to shop around until they find somebody actually answers the phone. So something like that, it's critical to have either an automation, or it's important to have a virtual assistant, because if you don't, you're going to miss business while you're doing other things. So for me, and I think you're doing this, Karl, coming up soon. For me, I have a couple of different ways to make money. I have one which is in person, actually physically trading my time for dollars. Second of all is evergreen by way of videos, MP3s, products, downloads. And thirdly, it's by affiliate marketing and doing some hardcore internet marketing. And with all three, I've got 3 different income streams right there. And the only one I'm really trading my time for is a physical, I must show up and perform a show, but I can monetize the audience afterwards by getting them to buy the show afterwards. So I think the whole strategy of marketing, which is what we're going to cover in the workshop in January, is don't just think one way of making money. You need to think about 6 or 7, because you don't want another COVID where one of your income streams dries up and you don't have a second one ready to roll that you can rely on or utilize. Through COVID, I was still making good money because my other income streams were kicking in. But of course, all my cruise lines and all my in-person actually ended. It just stopped. And a lot of my colleagues really suffered, and I did not, because I built another income stream. So we're going to talk about that as well, because it's important you can't do all of it. So you do have to outsource, like you said, the smaller jobs. But one of my jobs is to go in the office in the morning and do like a 1 hour overview, like a strategy of all my things I've got going on, and then prioritize who's doing what. And some of that might be me, some of that might be the VA. And I think that's the only way you can scale and grow. Otherwise, you start reaching a certain income and you just can't get over it, because you're trading too much time for dollars, and you can't be in other markets or other avenues to your business, if that makes sense.
It's like today we were discussing. I've got a studio here, an amazing studio with all the gear, and with an idea before Mr. Boast kicks in. And I've got all this gear. So what we've decided to do now is another revenue is to start renting the studio and the equipment out, and then start mentoring people into getting their own online products. And you have to think like that. You have to think about what skill sets you can bring to it. I never thought when I was in the police that I'd be getting into editing and videos and teaching people how to do online content. But it's so vitally important that people understand that little revenue stream, especially like you just mentioned then during COVID, I had my thumbs in the pie already, because I already had most of my courses online. So literally, while people were bored, it was about just literally shoveling that out into groups and just making sure that people did. Plus having my affiliates, people who work for us on affiliation, pumping out as much as they could, and that kept that revenue going in, to be quite honest. because of that very reason, my business accelerated last year. It was the best year I'd ever had last year, to be brutally honest. And you know, it's just one of those things, and you have to be prepared. You have to have another stream. Same as me. I mean, at the present moment in time, I'll be brutally honest. My third stream is Ethereum and Bitcoin, but I've been doing that for some time now. But even still, you know, that earns, well, sometimes it does. But anyway, you may not think it is, but on the same token, I do sit there trading in the background. But I do have my in-person one-to-one with Karl, the training with the academy, my online business strategies, my online training with the hypnosis. On the outside, I then utilize some of that to then do trading as well, which helps along, you know, just helps the business along, you know. But inside that, and now we're developing it, that developing other people's, instead of selling, and we've had this conversation before, instead of trying to sell hypnosis courses, selling what they really need, not what they really want. And that's the thing. And developing online presence and stuff like that is really vitally important, and understanding business as well.
And I think you know, so if you can talk about anxiety, PTSD, or no D and PTSD, and I know you can, if you can talk about a specific subject for 90 minutes to 2 hours, and you can succinctly talk about that, and you can record a reasonable quality video, and you can have it edited, make it look nice, you can actually create the transcript, you can bundle it up nicely, you now have a membership class and a product that you can get 1,000 people or more paying $20 for, and they get a username and password. They can log in, they can look at the content every time they choose to. You can upload new content to it. If you only got 1,000 people in at $20 a month, that's a lot of money on a monthly basis. That if you kept that membership site alive and you kept adding content here and there, the content's really you talking on video and uploading it into your membership area. That's a great revenue stream. A lot of people are looking for that right now because, you know, we have all the meal clubs, the wine clubs, we have the Dollar Shave Club, you know, we have all these different subscription services, you know, both physical products and online products. That why wouldn't you want to have your own as a hypnotist and encourage people to pay $9.95 a month for content?
It's the same as this channel. I say it every night, and I'm going to do it right now. Ladies and gents, if your name is in black in that chat column, you're not a member on this site. This is a paid membership site. So after about a week or so, this will then become members only. So the thing is that, you know, for $5 a month, people are getting training in hypnosis. Plus, that's another revenue stream, you know, and that's something that I really push these guys to do. I'm very open about it. I'm not one of the, you know, I'm not a sleazy, if you do this and do that and then hire. I'll go, no. $5 invested in me for every night. I've been on every night for nearly 5 months now. I've only had probably about 8 days off. You know, that's not a bad investment, really, $5. But on the same time,
and you've had a lot of guests come in for $5 a month. That's really good value, to be honest with you. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is it for me, this is just it's a revenue stream. It's great to get out there. It's great to see people. It's great to see the comments. Great to help people and cause a community. At the same time, it may not be a lot, but I'm only doing 1 hour a day on this, you know, and it's another revenue stream. You know, that's all it is. In the eventuality that COVID kicks in again and we all get nutted down and locked down again, this will still keep going.
Yeah,
it's about looking at what you've got and then developing it. But I am all for people developing their own online courses and getting more online presence. So what were the biggest struggles? If you could give yourself advice from 10 years ago, what are you doing differently? What advice would you give yourself if you go back 10 years?
I think it was, so one thing was I didn't really know who my customer was. And I think that's one of the most important things to define. So as a hypnotist, you might say, well, I have loads of different customers, right? So I have customers that come in for hypnosis, you know, one-on-one, customers for stage shows. But if you just have a generic approach to everybody, you almost get nothing. So if I was to give myself one piece of advice now, it wouldn't be to spend $3,000 to $5,000 on my website, which is what I did, and to try and just sort of do this very generic, here's Richard Barker, the hypnotist, and I can solve 1,000 problems, including stage shows. Now I'm more in the business of the more I speak their language, the more results I get. So I'll build a funnel now, a funnel being just a series of pages that literally just focuses on one thing and one thing at a time. So I'll build out an anxiety funnel that only focuses on anxiety, so that when I actually build the funnel and promote it, Google can pick it up as an anxiety funnel rather than just generic hypnosis. So
Yeah.
knowing who your customer is, I really want to help people with anxiety on a clinical level. I do. So therefore, I have to build a web page that's focused on anxiety, because if it's focused on stage shows, I'm not going to be able to do business with somebody that has anxiety, because it's talking about stage shows. So I would say know who your customer is. If you want to specialize in stop smoking, build a stop smoking funnel. If you want to specialize in weight loss, build a weight loss funnel. But if you're trying to promote hypnosis as an entity, the niche is too big and it's too misunderstood. So just by calling yourself a hypnotist and having a massive hypnotist website makes it too confusing for the members of the public, and they don't know what you have. So the more specific you are, the more you'll attract the type of client you want. And you can have multiple funnels running all at the same time, but it's best to focus in on specific pain barriers. Your idea is to scratch the itch and bring them closer to pleasure and away from the pain. And you can only do that if you're talking about what their particular issue is. So if you're running a Facebook ad or a Google ad, we can talk more about that some other time. But if you're running a laser targeted ad, there's no point in them just going to hypnotist.co.uk if the ad was all about anxiety and they land on this page that just talks about hypnosis, because it's not specifically, answering their questions and answering their problems. So I would say customers is a big one. Know your customers and know how to get your customers. Obviously, word of mouth is a beautiful thing. That's a priority. Getting them to leave a Google review for you, not just a review on your own website, but a Google review, so you can start to rank on Google Maps, just as if a restaurant would, and really know how to push traffic into your website and into your sort of, I hate saying ecosystem, but into your space, into your funnel, because you want them pushed into your funnel instead of somebody else's. And the more laser targeted and more laser focused you are, the more results you're going to get.
So just a quick one for those people who don't understand. What is your definition? I did a lesson on this the other day on this, but what is your definition of a funnel?
Yeah. So to me, the easiest way to explain what a funnel is, it's just a series of web pages that basically all talk about the same problem. So when you're on a funnel, it looks just like a website, but the difference is a website has lots of different links going to lots of different pages, going to lots of different external links. And what a funnel does, it just focuses on one issue and one issue only. And they don't really have anywhere to click other than to book an appointment, to watch a video, or to go to the next step of the funnel, which is to get out their credit card and hire you. So a funnel might only have 3 pages. It might have a page that tells you about the problem and how to solve it, a page that tells you about how to insert and pay for it using your credit card and book an appointment, and then a page that says, thank you for your appointment. We'll see you on November the 1st. So a funnel is specific to one particular issue. A website is just generic. A website is just hypnosis or magic, but then a funnel is hypnosis for painless childbirth, hypnosis for stop smoking. It's specific to the actual need and just focuses on that.
Yeah. So the key thing is the way that I explained it the other day is it's literally like that. If you like it, at the top of the funnel, there's hundreds of people, and what you're trying to do is push them down the middle into there. So you've got hundreds of people in the Ethernet, and then your job is to try and drop them into the middle and then bring them in and then funnel them in even further. So like Richard mentioned a minute ago, laser targeting. So what you're doing, you've got the internet at the top, then you're trying to drop people into a funnel and then get them all the way down to the bottom. And the ones that fall out, in a respectful way, the ones that fall out at the bottom are the ones who are your customer, your client. So I use we use, I think it's lead pages. I think we use lead pages at the moment. So I have landing pages that are built specifically for taskings. So my big websites, everyone can go, oh, there he is over there. But then what happens when I'm doing advertising, I will then niche, or as Richard says, niche, English, oh boy, English.
Yeah.
I will niche for a specific target. Like next year we've got a spiritual weekend going on, you know, lots of things going on, firewalking, da. Now that's no use on my website. So we've collected all the information I need for that to funnel people in for that job. And then we've got my post-trauma, I've got a funnel for that, talking about their pain and showing them about the itch, as Richard just mentioned just then, which is, you know, show them how to scratch it and then relieve the pain. So there you go.
I think your point was, you know, with the top of the funnel, you don't want people in your anxiety funnel that are interested in weight loss. So the whole funnel is designed to be able to assist somebody resolve their issue relating to a specific topic. So if you are running a Facebook ad or a YouTube ad or something like that, you would potentially have 100 people interested in removing weight loss because they clicked on the weight loss ad. And so the funnel is very relevant. Whereas a website address, a website URL, is actually just more generic in a sense that it's just more about who you are. It actually, in a sense, is a glorified business card. It is really what a website is. You know, people can browse around your website. In my experience, people tend to get lost on a website if there's too many links. So one of the things you want to do on your website is you want to give them a call to action, whether that's giving away something for free, like a lead magnet, like a PDF or a free video or a free something, or you have a chat widget, which is, hey, click here to chat and ask a question. Of course, the question becomes a lead. You got their name, their email address, their phone number. Now you have a lead that you can nurture and work with to find out what they want and what their issue is. So a website should be acquiring leads, and a funnel should be more about qualifying the customer, as I believe somebody actually said.
I just saw that
chat.
then. Yeah.
It's a pre-qualification, and that's correct. Yes, Eric, that's absolutely right. The funnel, you're pre-qualifying people that are there all for the same reason. The question becomes, can they afford it or can't they? And if they can, they're going to go to the next step in the funnel by making a payment. And if they can't, they're going to just look elsewhere and browse around elsewhere. But at least you have a targeted audience to be able to market to. So from your original question, I think identifying who your customer is and how to get them is huge. Now, for me, I'm lucky in a sense that I do a lot of live events. So I can be in front of an audience of, you know, anywhere from 100 to a couple of thousand people. And when I look at the audience members, there's a massive percentage right there that potentially could be my future customer, you know, or client. The problem is I don't know what they want yet, and I don't know what their needs are yet, because I obviously haven't been able to communicate to the whole audience yet. So now my aim is to try and capture as many of their information and their contact details as I can, so that then when they start getting messages or emails from me and they enter into my general funnel, it starts to ask them, you know, what do you know about hypnosis? What do you believe it can help you with? What are some of your obstacles or limiting beliefs that you can overcome with it, you know? And as soon as we find those keywords, like they might reply with anxiety, weight loss, stop smoking, fears, phobias, then we can put them in the correct funnel. So the generic approach, let's say live or webinars or kind of what we're doing now almost, now the job becomes capturing the audience's information and then assigning them the correct funnel, depending on what they tell you, assigning them the correct funnel that talks their language. So it's a sorting process, pre-qualification process. And that way you'll get more customers, you'll get more clients, more business. I know Simon says, is a funnel a landing page within your main site? No, it's not. A funnel stands alone. A landing page stands alone. So if your website is darlingtonhypnosis.com, your funnel might be hypnosis for anxiety in darlington.com if you're focusing in on Darlington. And within that, it's a funnel designed to specifically help people in the Darlington area with an anxiety problem. if you're geographically targeting somebody based upon a need, the need being anxiety. What a landing page is, it's a one-page landing page. So just imagine one page, nowhere to click, no links, that basically would just have a video, or it would have a capture box for name and email. And it literally just says, if you enter your information, you can unlock and watch the video, or if you enter your information, you can get a PDF or a private consultation, 15 minutes for free, or an audio track. So landing pages, they land on the page and it literally specifically gives them a call to action, gives them an offer. So any good landing page has to have an offer, and the offer has to be an irresistible offer, something they can't refuse, a $7 ebook, or, you know, a 10 video series for $27. That's a landing page. You're literally capturing their information on the landing page to then put them through a funnel to then upsell them other products or other services. So you're warming up your cold market with a landing page. And if you use lead pages, Karl, that's super old. That's been around forever.
I know, I can't remember. I don't know what they use. I know, but I still gather. I mean, funny enough, I think Carrie's watching now. She's now going to tell me off. I don't think we are using that from what I can see on my left-hand side.
Yeah,
but on the same token, the thing about this is, and some people don't like this. This is about capturing people's pedigree information.
Yeah,
as
definitely.
in, when you go to my website, I'm open and honest with you folks. When you go to my website, it's got a Facebook pixel on there. So if you've got a Facebook account and you hit my website, Facebook goes, "Oh, you're interested in hypnosis, are you?" And then whenever I do that, I capture that information. I can't see it because I can't see it. I can merely see the numbers of what the pixel is, as in who's hit my website, blah, blah, blah. But on the same token, then I can use that pixel to then target you with hypnosis products because you've been to my website already. Because a good website or landing page, you know, if you're looking for I don't know, trainers, and then you get to the website and it's selling pork chops, then you're on the wrong bloody channel, aren't you, really? Right. So the idea is to get people in, to get them in, if somebody's interested in your site, they've hit your site, their pixel's been picked up, then you utilize that pixel to then take them on another journey with a funnel. That's exactly what you do. That's all I ever do with my system.
I have creating, I don't know if I can type in the chat, can I? If I can, I don't know where that is.
What do you want? You can share screen on this, by the way, Richard.
Yeah, I was just I can see the chat going up and down, but I don't know where the input box is. For some reason, I don't see it on my end. Chat with the host and other guests. I wonder if it's just there. Let me just see. Yeah. I'm just going to put a link in there and see where that goes.
Private chat. Oh, no, that's private chat, mate. I don't know what that is. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where I can add something on my end.
Let me have a look. Copy, comments. Yeah, I've got it. Command V. Oh, you bugger. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just having a technical fix while we're talking about this now. Yeah. Where are we? Private chat. Let me just capture that.
So meanwhile, Simon, different URLs for each niche. I prefer to, yeah, but only because some things no, some things yes, but my aim is to populate Google search results. So I'm gonna run a campaign for a couple of months. I'm gonna focus in on a specific need, let's say anxiety, and I'm gonna run a complete funnel based upon anxiety. So I'm gonna buy a relevant domain name. I just finished doing one, and it was weightlosshypnosis.com, and there was another one, weight loss. I think it was weight loss for women. There was a couple of different URLs, and the other one was hypnosis for painless childbirth. So I'll just get a couple of quick URLs, and then I'll attach a funnel to it. And the one I've just put in there, you see, so it's training.followupspark.com, followupspark.com being my software platform I use to do my marketing. This is a training program, so that's a subdomain. Training.followupspark is just a subdomain. So I didn't want to have a domain for how to create the perfect landing page. But what I did is I just added it to one of my training URLs, and that actually teaches you some of the main things that you need. It's free, and it's just the main things that you need when creating a landing page. But of course, when you click on that link, or if you copy and paste that link, it doesn't look clickable on my end. But if you
No,
copy
it won't. It will be to them.
oh, it will be.
To
Okay.
them.
So as you see, when you go to that link, it actually is a free course on how to create a landing page. But to access, and it says 9 mistakes people make building a landing page and how to avoid them. As a bonus, how to write headlines for your website, how to create the perfect landing page. And it asks for your name and your email address. And of course, that free class is the trade-off is I'm scooping up your name and your email address. But as a result, you're going to get a really good class. And the class is going to teach you how to create a perfect landing page. So it is, if you like, a lead magnet, and it's a landing page. So that's an example of a landing page. So back to customers. You know, what I've realized is, you know, walking around, going to networking events, or even online or in person, there's kind of no shame to the game. So you have to give people the quickest way possible to be able to enter into one of your funnels. And I'll show you what Follow Up Spark does in a minute. But for me, when I'm doing a hypnosis show, I'm a stage hypnotist. So when I'm doing a show, the easiest way to capture my entire audience's information is to promise them a copy of the video of the show afterwards, right? So imagine I just did the Idaho State Fair, huge fair. I mean, there's over 1,000 people in the audience for every show, 2 shows a day for 11 days, 20 something shows. And the only way I captured all of their info, I got thousands and thousands of email addresses, names, and phone numbers, was to get them to text the word comedy to 727-291-9823, which is my phone number. You get your own phone number with Follow Up Spark, and then when they text the word comedy to that number, it basically just asks them for their email address by text message, and then it opts them into the funnel, and it says, thanks so much, tomorrow you'll get a link, and we'll be giving you the video of the show, or you can purchase a copy of the video of the show. But from there, what I want to do is build an audience. So next time I'm in Idaho, should I do a public performance and I'm trying to sell some tickets, now I have 1,000 people to sell to, or a couple of thousand names and email addresses that live in that town to sell to, which is exactly what's just happened. I'm actually doing a show in the middle of October, and I've already got like 3,000 or 4,000 emails and names and that from the fairground, and it's now an easy way to promote. I don't have to run any ads because they're my warm market. So I'm always thinking about how to acquire a new lead. You know, businesses spend lots of money on getting new leads into their business because leads are the lifeblood of your business. Like if you don't have leads or you don't have clients, it's because you didn't have leads or you didn't have a marketing plan. You've got to have leads because not everybody's going to say yes. So if you've got 10 phone numbers, you might only find that your conversion rate is 1% or 2%. You might only get one person sign up for your service. So therefore, the person with the biggest list or the biggest numbers wins. So that's why you build the most subscribers on YouTube, or the most followers on Facebook, or the most connections on LinkedIn, or the most followers on Instagram. It's because it's a numbers game. The person with the biggest list wins. Who's got the biggest list? Tony Robbins, probably. Does he pack out his theaters and his seminars? Yeah, man, he's in football stadiums selling it out because of his name, publicity, and because of his list. He markets to the list. He gives them an irresistible offer. He sells to his list. You know, very rare does he need to do cold calling anymore, you know, cold marketing. So you have to build up your list of your leads to market to the leads, and then consistently follow up with them. On average, someone's not going to say yes to you until the 7th point of contact. So therefore, do you have the time to keep following up with them 7 times? Probably not, or until they say stop. Reply with the word stop. But you want to automate the system so that people come into your space and you don't have to worry about it, and they're in the right funnel, so it's talking the right content to them, and that's pushing them into your lead acquisition system. So now you're turning a lead into a customer efficiently and easily. I hope that makes sense, Karl. I don't know if I've sort of explained that the right way.
because there's another way of looking at it as well, isn't there? You've got hot, warm, and cold clients.
Right.
And that's something people go look at. A cold client is somebody who's not had contact, no sales, anything like that, doesn't know who you are. A warm client's got an idea roughly who you are, and a hot client basically knows who you are. They're ready to buy. Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And you have to, you know, the cold client is the one that has no igloo in what you're talking about. They don't have a clue about who you are, what you represent, or what you stand. And your job is to initially give them that on a platter. This is what I do. And then build that confidence up until you get them to warm, nurture them into a free ebook, or maybe a free, you know, $7 pamphlet, which then you start to then progress from there until eventually you can build that relationship up. It's about relationships. It was a crude way of looking at it. You know, you have to build on a relationship. You don't just go in and start nailing things on the first hour, do you? Well, I don't know. But the same token, but you don't. You have to build that relationship up, like you're with, you know, you're meeting somebody for the first time. That's exactly the way it is. There is a cruder way that I could have mentioned that, but I'm not going to bother. But
yeah, so
anyway,
so what you should have, you know, like as a marketing strategy for each particular subject matter you're interested in or involved in. Let's just say it's hypnosis. You would have, well, okay, who's your ideal customer? How do they come in? So do they come in word of mouth, through your website, through a live event, through social media, free or paid ads? Are you doing, you know, demonstrations? Are you participating in something to get those customers' attention? And then when you've got them, what are your tools and what are your resources? Do you have a business phone number? I don't advocate using your own cell phone, your own mobile phone. Get a proper business number that can handle texts and voicemails and ringless voice drops and all this. Because if you start to scale and start to get thousands and thousands of leads, you don't want it all hitting your private personal number, especially if that number changes. You need follow-up email sequences. You know, there are people out there that can write a 7-email sequence just about weight loss or just about anxiety, and they get these 7 email sequences dripped into them over the course of 20 days. It's very effective. Obviously, people are using Zoom, traditional business cards and prints, but the trick is to stay top and center of their mind. And the way to do that is almost to have a forecast. It's like to have a map, and on that map you plan out the multiple taps or touch points of how those people can keep hearing you. Karl, you do this a little bit, and it's for example, you know, hey, catch me on YouTube for a YouTube live. Then I've got this Facebook group, which is a UK hypnosis Facebook mastermind group. Then I've got this 3-day course or class that you can sign up to online. But then I've got my daily Instagram, motivational updates. Then I've got you basically have to find which channel they're interested in the most, which means you have to be omnipresent and omni-channel. You can't just rely and be strong in LinkedIn because you're only going to get the LinkedIn business. You're not going to get the YouTube, and you have to cross-fertilize and cross-promote within those channels and within those social media. So it becomes overwhelming for a lot of people. So one of the things we offer, I will just share my screen real quick because this might help some people. Let's just see, share a screen. Hopefully, where are we? Hopefully, there's 2 different things I'll quickly show you. One is this. Hopefully you can see my screen. It's a white glove. You see it?
Yeah.
It's a white glove service.
I'm just going to remove this banner, mate. I was just proving a point.
Sure. Yeah. Let me know when you got it.
Done it. All done.
Okay. So one thing is, we'll do your marketing for you. I have a platform called followupspark.com. You can take a look at it. There's a free 14-day trial. You get given a business phone number, and that business phone number will set it all up for you in the area code of your choice and in the country of your choice. One of the reasons why the Follow Up Spark phone number is so good is because it works anywhere in the world. So you don't need an international plan. It'll work on cruise ships. It'll work on, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can use your phone to receive calls, to make calls, to send texts, receive texts, anywhere in the world. And your number is always a number relevant to your country, or you can choose another country's number if you want to. But one of the things we developed here is called the white glove. If you want to figure out all your strategy for how to be able to do all your own marketing, we can do it for you. We literally jump into your real estate. So you don't have to have followupspark.com. You could have your own WordPress website, your own assets in terms of your own business and lead acquisition stuff. And we'll take a good old look at it, and we'll just develop the best way for you to be able to manage your business and get more leads, because the leads actually are more important than the hypnosis itself, because you can do as much hypnosis as you want to. If you don't have any leads, you don't have anybody to demonstrate it on. So, I mean, you've got to have the leads, then you can have the, obviously, the excellent techniques for the hypnosis. So take a look at that, followupspark.com/white-glove. I'll push the link somewhere after this. The other one I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see this. This is our seminar we're doing January the 22nd and 30th. You see that, Karl?
Yep.
All right. So on this one, again, you can read this, followupspark.com/seminar. Super easy. It's being held in the UK.
Wait a minute. And it's not flicked over. Whereabouts?
You know what? It might be
screen,
my sharing. Oh, it hasn't. It might be my sharing settings. Hang on one second, because I noticed it was asking me to do full screen or tab. I'll just go entire screen, then you should see it. There you go. So you should see it now, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So this is the seminar, January 22nd, 30th. What I chose to do, I've done a bunch of different marketing seminars, and I know a lot of people get sort of bogged down with how it all works, but the simple strategy is getting discovered, being an influencer online. Karl, you're an influencer, you know, you're proving your point with YouTube, being the influencer and getting the client to say yes, promoting and pitching 24/7 when you don't have to. So automating it. So getting discovered, having the assets and having the right stuff, maintaining your presence, and then 24/7 pitching. I'm going to teach you how to do that in a 2-day seminar. So we're going to do the building. That's each person that comes on the webinar. I think we're on the live workshop. The building, the assets, the messages, like for example, the 7 emails, the funnels that you need to get those text messages out, how you can promote the content, getting leads, getting discovered, website redesigns. Most of your websites are probably beyond shite. I mean, how to get them fully functional and working so they become large fishing nets, and how to automate your campaigns, because the idea is not to be in there working your business 12, 15 hours a day. The aim is to be able to have it run it for you. One of the biggest things for me in my business is getting reviews. I actually get new 5-star reviews on Google every day or every other day, which pushes my Google My Business rankings, which is basically Google Maps. Google My Business ranks higher than my actual website, turning audiences into buyers, and how to become a proficient marketer so that you don't have to rely on outsourcing. That's the location, Bromsgrove. And if you want more information on that, you'll see on most of my different pages this little chat widget. You can just fill in this information, ask a question, and we'll get the reply to you. And then quickly showing you this platform. Hopefully you can see this Follow Up Spark platform. I'll just get to my hypnosis account, which is down here. We built a program for a low monthly fee that's going to wind up running your entire business for you. So you get given a business phone number, which you can promote on obviously business cards, Facebook, you know, on the internet, on your website. And then anytime a lead comes in, it comes into this inbox. And the beautiful thing about this is, for example, here's somebody that booked me today for a $600 session. They come in on your website. So they use your website, they find it, or they choose your funnel. Obviously, I was actually dealing with another client this morning. So actually it sent an automated message until it found out what they wanted. This is all text messages backwards and forwards. This is an email. So this is all automated. And then I jump on and I help them with whatever issue that they have. And I tell them how to reserve my services. So I can see really quickly all my leads, all my customers, all my clients. I can email them. I can text them. All I have to do, literally, if I wanted to send an SMS text, I would just literally fill it out here, send a text. If it was an email, I would just send an email. And it's just a way to manage all your leads. It's a way to manage your current clients. I can get reviews just by sending this email, which is automated. When they get this, they get sent to Google, and actually they're able to leave a review right on Google Maps. So it redirects them straight here as soon as they click on that link. That is what we call Google My Business. That's why it's so important to learn and understand what Google My Business does. And so what followupspark.com does is it manages all my clients all in one place. Not only does it manage all my client conversations all in one place, I can actually broadcast one text message to all 100 of them or 200 of them if I wanted to. I can also build all my websites in here. So I have an area here called funnels and websites. You'll see that here's my funnels. So I'm building funnels out. So here's a funnel for my hypnosis show. And all it is, as we mentioned, is just a series of different pages that pushes them through making a payment and actually hiring my services. That's what a funnel is, a series of web pages sewn together. You can actually build your own hypnosis store in here. So you can just build it straight inside of this funnel. You can actually build unlimited websites. So these are all .coms, datinghypnotically.com, hypnotiststageacademy.com, hypnosisshowtickets.com. You can build as many as you want. Super simple. You just go into the editor, you build a website. It sits on the domain that you can register with GoDaddy and or Namecheap or whatever you prefer to use. And you can build out a quick website. This one's just for collecting ticket money. And it's just drag and drop. And this is going to be a show taking place. If I want to see what it looks like, I can preview it and then I can upload it to the actual domain. This is what it looks like live on the internet, collecting tickets. So we have a course and a class and some training that shows you how to use it. But in essence, what Follow Up Spark does, it helps you get leads into your business, and it helps you turn those leads into clients or customers. And then it helps you nurture those leads, deliver the service that you promised to deliver, and then actually ask them for a review and for a testimonial afterwards. And then you can see all your clients all in one place inside of your contact manager. So you have all your contacts all in one place. So I can see the name, the phone number, the email address. The last time they were contacted was 2 hours ago. They were probably contacted automatically because they were added to a campaign. I can click on any one of them and I can see all the contacts information. This is a show booking because they filled out a form on my website. I can see everything I need to see about them. I can even see which links they clicked on. This person wants to hire me for a hypnosis show. They get an automated text message. She replies right away to the text. So it's a way of making sure they always get replies. This person wants to book. And all they actually did was fill out this form on my website. They literally went to this website and they filled out the form on this website, which is basically, there it is, this form. They filled that form out and Follow Up Spark kicked in and started sending them replies and messages. So I know that's probably quite a lot of stuff, but in essence, you have to have just two things. You have to have an excellent product and a service. No marketing in the world is going to help you if your product and your service is terrible. So you have to have a very good marketing, a very good service or a product. And then you have to have a very good way of marketing the service and the product. And then you have to have an ability to be able to create funnels, landing pages, and websites that is free. You don't want to have to keep paying every time you want to launch a new website. You don't want to have to pay somebody every time you launch a new funnel. You can just do it yourself. I can launch a funnel probably in 20 minutes. And it's not because I'm good or super competent. It's just because I have the tools. I have the resources to make it easy. It makes it so easy for me that I can literally just duplicate the previous one and just edit some of the things, change out the word weight loss, insert anxiety, add a new domain name. I don't have to add a new domain name, but it's better for Google searches if I did. And then just pull the trigger and release a new funnel or website. And then all my leads come into followupspark.com. See, Eric's got a question. Do you use structured email opt-out system? So they go to opt out, and perhaps they opt out of one product path but not others. Yeah, absolutely. So the way it works is if they Follow Up Spark does not have, which I think is a good thing, it doesn't have the little generic thing that you might get from MailChimp and GetResponse and Aweber and all those things. You know, click here to unsubscribe. You know, we've got all that removed, and it is compliant because we tell them at the very first email to opt out, just reply with the word stop. As soon as they do that, they go on the do not disturb list for that particular campaign, but it doesn't take them out of the other campaigns. So they could be in multiple different campaigns. Colette, does White Glove help with web? You know, the beautiful thing we're doing at the moment, we'll design your whole website for you. So you could actually get an entire website built, and by a website, you don't want any more than 5 pages, really. Otherwise, you'll lose your person. It's better to concentrate on funnels, but we'll design a website. So if you're colette.co.uk, we would build a website for you. And essentially, if you join the White Glove and you know what you want it to look and feel like, and you have a domain name, you could pretty much have it within a week, and it would cost you $200. So that way, and then it's up to you if you use Follow Up Spark or not. I would recommend you would want to, otherwise you're having to pay WordPress hosting, and you're having to get plugins and, you know, malware and all that kind of stuff. And I prefer to have a secure website that's not going to get attacked. Jordan, will the seminar be available online? We were just talking about that before we came on. I don't know, Karl, because for something like a marketing webinar, I keep saying webinar, but for a marketing workshop, I like to be able to have everybody open up their laptops. You see, one of the things is if you're at home, you don't do your homework. And the thing is, if you're building let's say we're going to build a funnel. So let's say day one of the workshop, we're going to build a funnel. The funnel's based upon something you want to promote. And it could be whatever it is that you want. Let's just say anxiety. And you go home and then you forget how to do it, or all of a sudden you kind of lose the momentum. But what I like to do is by the time you leave the workshop on day 2, not only do you have a funnel, it's live on the internet, and you're getting leads, because we're actually driving traffic to the funnel from Facebook or from YouTube. And so we can actually bring that call to action way faster because you're actually personally and physically there. So I prefer that. I think learning online is a little bit more passive to me, and you might spend an hour watching something and then not actually take action. Whereas if you've got people in the same room, you almost have to commit to it and have to do it.
I had an 8-hour lesson today. There was an 8-hour class I should have been on, and within 1 hour, I was getting pulled pillar to post by other things,
That's
and it
the
was
problem,
just like,
yeah.
you know, the phone goes, then you're answering a call, then you miss what's going on, then they're doing group sessions, and because you've been dealing with someone else, you come back and they're on a group thing, you're like, oh, fuck that. And then you just, you know, me and Richard will see if we can tailor something to probably record it, but I think as a live session, I think you need to, you know, I just think I think you need to be there. I get more from being at places, but me and Richard will talk about it.
I did one 2 years ago. My last marketing workshop was 2 years ago in Vegas, 3 years ago in Vegas, and everybody had a laptop. Everybody opened up the lid. Everybody's first struggles of getting Google Chrome if they didn't already have it, you know. But by the time we got to lunchtime, we were building everybody's first funnel. And what I liked about that is by the afternoon, we'd already outsourced the graphics. We'd gone to Canva. We'd gone to Fiverr. We already had the graphics in the works with a 12-hour turnaround. We got there in the morning. Everybody's graphics were ready. We were able to build out the page, the lead magnets, and people were actually really starting to get clients by the second day. I think that's hard to duplicate when it's just a video and just an online class. So there's pros and cons to both. I am going to be doing a workshop in the US next year, a marketing seminar, probably in Florida, but this is the next available one in the UK. And and when I teach marketing, you're not going to leave not knowing what to do. I mean, you're going to have the tools and the resources, and you're going to know how to actually see. The hardest thing is getting started. And I've been doing the White Glove program is 10 years old. I mean, it's tried and tested. The White Glove basically what you do is you book an appointment with me because you're in the white glove, and we're talking like this one-on-one, but I have access to your website, your account, your leads, your funnels. So as we're doing something on the white glove, I find it quicker just to do it myself. So rather than say, Colette, what you need to do after this call is go and do X, Y, Z, I can actually do it while we're talking. So I'm looking at the screen, but I'm on your website actually making some changes so that I find that quicker. I mean, success loves speed, and the white glove helps you build something out rather than not waiting a month or 2 months. Sometimes people take 2 years to write a book. Sometimes people take 30 days. Which one would you prefer if you were an author? 2 years or 30 days? So if it's 30 days, well, you've got somebody on the phone every day with you for 30 days until it's written, until it's finished. 2 years, about a year and a half into the coaching, you've forgotten what you're doing because you just lost the momentum. So one thing that's really helped me is staying organized, because I used to have all my assets everywhere. So I'd have my, obviously my email, Gmail, I'd have text messages coming into my phone, I'd have Facebook messages coming into Facebook, and I'd have all these different sort of ways of getting all this traffic coming in. Follow-up Spark is all in one dashboard. Your Facebook messages, your business Facebook page messages come into the same dashboard as your text messages, as your emails. If I get a voice message, so like if I can just quickly share this, I'll just show you. This made me $600 today, so I'm quite proud of it. So if I just show you this is, hopefully you can see my screen. And if I just go to conversations, it was this guy here. Do you see this okay, Karl?
Yeah.
So this guy here, he called in at 11:45 a.m. I don't answer my calls in case it's spam. And with Follow-Up Spark, I get all my voice messages right within the dashboard.
Yes, hi, my name is Alex Dunzer. I actually just submitted an inquiry. However, I thought it might be easier to call.
So what he's done is he's filled out my online form on my website. He's also called my business number, which the voice message has landed here. He's got an automated response from Natalie, my VA, but this is automated, so it's just pre-written. And we go through this quick chain of command and end up reserving him as a customer. So it's much better to have all your voicemails in one place as well. Hopefully I've stopped sharing. I think I have. Yeah, it's better to have all your traffic. It's easier to manage. And then what you can do is you can have that virtual assistant. That's what I have, a virtual assistant. And she has a username and password into my Follow-Up Spark, so she can handle all the stuff that I can't because I'm at a show or I'm flying or I'm somewhere else. So that way it becomes super efficient. But for most of you, when you first start out, you're just going to do it yourself. You're not going to have a VA, and you're not going to have much outsourcing. You're just going to do it yourself. So it basically helps that it's all in one spot. So yeah, we're going to be having some fun on the workshop and helping you get organized for sure.
Yeah. So if you go to Follow-Up Spark, whereabouts can they find the UK conference?
The UK conference is followupspark.com/seminar.
There we go.
Have I got a way of, like I say, I can't seem to put things in the chat right now, but
Richard, if you send it to me, I can pump it out anyway. I can send that
put it on the private chat. But followupspark.com/seminar is our training in January. That would be awesome. It's not often I teach in England. I've got a stage hypnosis class the week afterwards, I believe it is. And,
there we go. There's the link, folks.
There you go.
So if you want to join myself and Richard, well, especially Richard, I'm merely hosting it for Richard, but if you want to join me and Richard in Bromsgrove, in Birmingham, in the UK, in January next year, the link's there. It'd be great to see you there. If you are bumbling along, you're not too sure, like I've just seen somebody just say, I've just joined Google Business while listening to you both. Great news, because it's the start. Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't even, you've done an action towards your business. And if you want to join us, at the end of the day, all the details are there, the costings, the event, all of that, and then you'll be able to see what goes on. You've seen some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and Richard's objective is to show you how to develop your business. Now he's done what he's done, and I would strongly
make some money. Can we not say make some money?
Make some money.
Make some
Show
money. I
me
mean,
money.
let's not mess around here. We like making that money, don't we? Let's get some money made by attracting some
Woo.
clients that have money.
Yeah, and I said it last night in this week. And some people find it really dirty, and some people find it sleazy. But the objective of a business is to take money out of somebody else's bank account and put it in your own.
Yeah, well, that's right. It's a transaction.
Yeah. Guys and girls, Richard, it's been great. Guys and girls, I really want you to go to Follow Up Spark. Go have a look at the seminars. Join us in Birmingham in January. And it's not how much it costs you, it's how much it will make you. That's always been the mantra in the back of my head. It's not how much it costs me. If it costs $1,000, not that I don't know, it's not 1,000. If it costs you $1,000, how much will that $1,000 investment make you in the future? That's the way that I always look at things. Like I've always told you about this camera equipment. I've always told you about that. I invested in this, and then we do this every night. This is all paid for itself because I made that initial investment, not how much it cost me, how much it's going to make me. And Follow Up Spark is one of those things that I will tell you now that I think you need in your business, and Richard's advice as well, and mentorship to get you going on there. What's this? Where is the link for what White Spark?
I think you mean Follow Up Spark.
Follow Up. That one there.
Yeah,
so it's all one word. I've only separated it
yeah,
just for yeah, it's all one word. Followupspark.com, all one word, right? No gaps.
There is a free trial. So there's a 14-day free trial. If you don't like it, don't worry. You just come right out of it again. But in that 14-day trial, we're going to set you up the business account, your phone number. We're going to get it all working for you. And I use it to run all my businesses. And yeah, it simplified my life. Oh, White Glove. She's asking for White Glove, which is, just shoot this to you, Karl, but it's basically followupspark.com/white-glove. And I'm putting that in the private chat for you there as well, Karl. This one here is more one-on-one with me. It's you got pretty much conversations with me, and I'm digging inside of you. I know a lot of people have got WordPress. I'm digging inside of WordPress with you, or looking at best ways to ensure that your business is more successful. You know, it's interesting. There you go. Because we do all this hypnosis training, but I don't know how much marketing training we do. It doesn't seem to be equal to me.
And I always tell this lot, you can be Jesus turning water into red wine in Aberdeenshire, but if nobody knows, it's fucking useless. So,
it doesn't make
guys,
nothing.
on that, go visit the website, Follow Up Spark, all one word. Go join us. I'm going to be talking about it all the time. I want you, to those people that are in England, to join us in January, and we'll be going from there. So, Richard, it's been amazing having you on, my friend. Great to see you again. And you know, at the end of the day, we'll see you in a couple of months. Anyway, it's 2 years since we last leaned up against the bar. Anyway,
you know, it's been overdue that I do believe it's your round.
My ass.
Thanks for everyone for tuning in. It's good to see all you guys. There's a bunch of you there. Nice seeing you all. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, go to followupspark.com. Go meet Richard. Go see the product. Go see what he can offer you and your business. And I hope to see you in January. Everybody, get yourself over there to January into Bromsgrove, and you'll have 2 days with myself and Richard. And we'll take you through some stuff. Guys, as ever, thank you very much. Tomorrow night is Q&A with a hypnotist, because we're not on Thursday and Friday, because Thursday I've got to pack the studio up. Friday I'm off firewalking, teaching firewalking in Birmingham at Bromsgrove, funny enough, where the event is going to be happening. That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to be in Birmingham doing that. So Q&A with a hypnotist tomorrow. Get your questions ready. Anything you're stuck with your business, techniques, or anything else. Guys, as ever, thanks very much. 7:30 with me tomorrow. Go out there, go practice. When you finish practicing, go practice some more. Guys, thanks very much for tuning in. See you 7:30 tomorrow. Thanks very much, Richard. And don't forget, don't look at the link. Stop pissing around. Get on with it. See you later.
Bye.